With more than 7,000 islands, visiting the Caribbean can be an amazing experience. So this time, Luis and I have created our Caribbean series to bring you closer to our favorite Caribbean islands. Today we start part 1, taking you on a trip to the Eastern Caribbean.
If you hear any kind of weird noises or snorting during the video, we want to introduce you to Buddy. He is the newest addition to our family and also he is the reason for those noises, so apologize in advance for that.
But he's so cute! So cute! Yes, he's cute! Yeah, he's cute!
The Eastern Caribbean side attracts people that are looking for a more relaxing experience. There are shops, there are towns to visit, there are also water sports, but the Eastern Caribbean it's a little bit more laid back. So if all you want to do is go to the beach and just relax and watch the world go by, this is the perfect side of the Caribbean for you. Which is also the reason why we recommend these itineraries more if you're traveling in a little bit of a budget. As we have mentioned before in other videos, we believe that the best way to explore the Caribbean as a whole is doing it on a cruise. If you want to know how cheap Caribbean cruises can be, you can click on the card. Now let's get started with part 1.
Grand Turk.
Grand Turk is a paradise. It is a small island that has just enough to keep you entertained the whole day. The ship will dock quite literally in front of a very beautiful beach, so it might be a little bit tempting to just disembark and go straight there. But don't. If you disembark early enough, you're gonna have time to explore a little bit of the island and afterwards spend some time in the beach. To be honest, one of the best experiences that I had in Grand Turk was when I used the bicycle to ride around the island. There is a lighthouse in one of the parts of the island, which is a very popular tour when you are going on a cruise ship. But in a bicycle, you can make it through the town, visit some hidden beaches that are around there, and all the way to the lighthouse in a little bit over an hour. If you don't have a bicycle, don't try to walk to the town. It is doable, but it's gonna take you around an hour and a half to finish the walk. So definitely get a taxi. The town in Grand Turk is called Cockburn, but there is not really a lot to do there. There are some things that you can spend maybe a couple of hours doing, but there's not a massive amount of things. Down in the description we will leave the link to the website of the town so you can take a look and see what's actually there. There is actually a small prison that you can visit. Not a must, but it was a really fun experience. Once you come back from exploring the island, around the pier area there are some shops and restaurants that you can explore, and of course the beach. One little tip for you to enjoy the beach in Grand Turk a little bit more, it's when you go to the beach, try not to get a spot right in front of the ships. I mean, it might be quite a stunning view to have the ships right in front of you, but you're gonna have also another 3,000 people trying to do the same thing. So walk as much as you can to the right. The further you go, the less people you will find. There are some restaurants and shops on the way, so you can have lunch over there, and you can still see the ships quite nearby.
Saint Maarten.
The island of St. Maarten belongs to two different countries. The southern part, which is where cruise ships dock, belongs to the Netherlands, whilst the northern part of the island is French. It is quite a big island, so you will need a car or a taxi if you want to move between the two sides, or also if you want to visit one of the most famous attractions in the island, known as Airport Beach, to which we will come back in a minute. As I said, cruise ships will dock on the southern part of the island, near the town of Philipsburg. When you get off the ship, the first thing that you're going to find on your left-hand side is a very big sign that says Water Taxi. The water taxi will take you to Philipsburg Beach, but you don't have to take the taxi to get there. You can do it if you want. It's a fun experience, but you can walk to the beach. It's around 10 to 15 minute walk. It is signposted, so you can't get lost. Last time we checked, the water taxi was $5 for one-way trip or $7 for the whole day. So if you get off the ship and you don't see a queue and if you're not really on a tight budget, go ahead and do it. But if you are in a little bit of a tighter budget or there is a big line waiting for the taxi, just walk to the beach. As always, of course, in every island when the ship docks, the first thing that you're gonna find also are lots of shops and restaurants. In San Martin, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that this is the town. It's not. It's just the port. So what we recommend you to do is just walk through and either take the water taxi or walk straight to the beach. Don't stay in the first restaurant that you find. The beach, it's not long, but all across the beach you're gonna find restaurants and shops, and of course the further away you get, the less people you're going to find. And just so you know, especially if you're a crew member watching this, there is a little place in Phillipsburg Beach, a little hut, called Dirty Sanchez Crew Bar. It is a place for everyone. You don't have to be a crew member to go there, but if you're a crew member and you show your crew ID, they will give you a discount. When I was working for Princess Cruises, we visited the island several times. One of my favorite things to do was riding a bicycle around the island. But one time I kind of wanted to try something a little bit different. So I applied for a tour, more specifically for a sailing tour. At the beginning I was not really sure about the tour because I've never sailed before, like ever, but I actually did enjoy it, and a lot. It's one of the best experiences that I had in that island. The ocean was perfect, the scenery was beautiful, and you even get to race with other boats on the tour. So it was actually really, really cool. So if you get the chance, go for it. Now, San Martin was the Caribbean island where I actually tried more kind of different things. And one of the things that I tried in San Martin was surfing lessons. Yes, I tried to surf. I mean, I only took one lesson, but hey, I did it. This is not usually a tour organized with the ships. We actually organize the tour ourselves through internet, and it takes place in the northern side of the island. We did it with a company called SXM Surf Explorer. And of course I'm gonna leave the link on the description down below. And the total with the lesson and the taxi was around $100. Unfortunately, I don't have any videos of that experience because my GoPro was quite new. I didn't really know how to use it, so I didn't want to drop it in the ocean, so I didn't took it with me. But I do have this one photo. That's my only proof that I've ever been a surfer. Finally, and I think this is one of the reasons why San Martin is so famous, you can visit Maho Beach, or as everybody knows it, Airport Beach. Maho Beach is located right next to the Princess Juliana International Airport, and it is the famous beach where you can literally watch planes either landing or taking off just meters above your head. It is a fascinating experience. The kind of planes that you will see, it's gonna depend completely on luck. When I was there, we didn't really saw any giant planes take off. It was mostly small ones, and there was one medium one. But for an up-to-date schedule, you can always visit the Princess Juliana Airport website, which of course we will leave in the description below as well. And there is a little restaurant on the side of the beach called Sunset Bar and Grill, which posts a daily schedule on a chalk surfboard. So you have the planes, there is a restaurant, and there is a beach. It might be a little bit crowded, but it's a really nice way of spending the whole day. Now, if you are into zip lining, you have to know, I never did it, but you have to know that the steepest zip line in the world, it's actually in San Martin. It's called the Flying Dutchman, and it drops 1,050 feet in elevation and gives you stunning views of the island.
San Juan, on the island of Puerto Rico.
The capital city of Puerto Rico is full of history. One of the best things that you can do here is walk around the old town and admire the cobblestone streets and pastel-colored buildings, especially at Calle San Justo, one of the most popular and Instagram streets in the whole city. San Juan also has a castle. It's called the San Felipe del Morro Castle. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site built in 1539 by the Spanish, where apparently it's tradition to fly a kite in the lawn if you visit. So if you see one of the kite vendors around, don't miss the chance and do it. As we have mentioned before, the Caribbean it's mostly all about beaches. So if you have been visiting beaches in the other islands, this island is definitely your opportunity to get away from the beach for a little while and have a stroll around the city. But if you definitely want more beach, there are 3 beaches nearby the port that you can visit: Condado Beach, Ocean Park, and Pine Grove Beach. If you wake up early and you have enough time, you can actually spend the first part of your day going to the beach and then coming back to have a stroll around the town in the afternoon. According to the locals, in the afternoon it's when the city is more alive. So there you have it, the first part of our favorite Caribbean islands. If you're visiting the Caribbean, remember that in most of the islands you're gonna also have eco tours and zipline tours that you can do. So if you are a little bit more into that, totally Google the islands that you're gonna visit because they have a lot more things to offer. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our next video. Stay home, stay safe, we will see you in the next one, and you have a fantastic week at home.